just 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how I can turn my friend's brand new SaaS landing page into a conversion machine. How do I know it'll work? Because I've done this for 3 other landing pages, boosting their conversion rates by 150% in just a week. In this video, you'll discover the one headline tweak that can double your signups, a simple design hack which can keep users glued to your page, and my special CTA formula, which can get users to click that buy now button. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so now we're actually looking at the landing page, and this landing page was created by Jans. He's a Notion creator and one of my friends on X. So I told him I would make this video just to sort of point him in the right direction about any updates he could make to his landing page. So right now, looking at the hero section, we can see the headline, "Boost your workflow one Notion at a time." Now this headline seems to be a bit vague to me, so let's actually go ahead and see what we can do about updating that. Okay, so our goal is to make this headline more specific and more benefit driven so the user reading can actually get value from it. Okay, so what I like to do to make the headline more compelling is to show users a simple, quantifiable benefit that they will get from using your product. In terms of Notion templates, we could say something along the lines of 10x your productivity with curated Notion templates. Now this headline improvement works because 1, it uses a specific, impressive number to engage the user, being the 10x. 2, it talks about the end benefit for the user, being the productivity, rather than the tool, which is the workflow. And lastly, it clearly states what the product is, a curated Notion template. So there can be no confusion among readers. Okay, so as for the subtitle, we currently have Discover Premium and Free Minimalistic Notion Templates of all kinds, which we no longer need anymore because we talk about the product in our headline. So let's come up with a new subtitle. Okay, so as for the subtitle, I decided to address a pain point that the user might be facing, which is wasting time designing. So stop wasting time designing and get a premium and free minimalist template. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward for the user to understand what needs to be done for them to stop wasting the time. So now moving on to the call to actions that are throughout the site. Like I said, I think there should be a call to action definitely in the nav bar. We have this explore templates CTA here, which is good. I want this for the featured template, as well as all of these are buttons, obviously. And then from here on out, we have no more CTAs for the rest of the page. So I think definitely adding a CTA box down here, like some kind of sign up now, purchase now, anything here would be good, because if someone makes it all the way down here, they're just going to be like left with nothing and they're going to have to scroll back up to take any action. So you definitely want to give them the option down here. And yeah, so let's dive into actually how to create good CTA text, as well as designing the CTA correctly, just so you can increase your conversions even further, because some people, like I said, might get lost down here. So specifically talking about this ultimate wellness bundle section, when I craft my CTAs, the first thing that I want to start out with is an action-oriented verb, right? So something like get, start, boost, engage, unlock, anything along those lines that gets the user thinking about action, right? Because that's what a CTA is fundamentally, is a call to action. So you want to provoke that action within the user's feelings. So the next step is obviously then your value proposition within the CTA. So what is it that they are getting? And you want to make this really clear and straightforward to the user so that they know what they're going to click on. So if they click on a link, it should take them right to exactly what they're expected to. So similar to where we said boost productivity in our headline, we want to use something along the lines that will relate to the customer's ideal goals, right? So definitely include something like that within your CTA. All right, so now I have 2 tips which will really, really revolutionize your conversions. So the first being a money back guarantee. So what a money back guarantee does is it instantly gives the user trust in your product, right? Think about something. If you can buy it and know that you'll get your money back no matter what within 30 days if you don't like it, you're obviously going to buy that. So that's the perfect way to get users in your ecosystem and really show them what your product can do. Now the second way would be creating urgency or scarcity. So if there's only a limited number of spots left, or if your product only has a limited number of sales left before the discount expires, or even if your product is just completely leaving soon and you're releasing a new one. So for a Notion template, I think offering discounts to the original users, right? So say the first 100, the first 50, the first 20, it doesn't matter. It's just you want to offer an incentive to the first people that are going to use your product so that they can leave reviews, give you feedback on your product so that you can make it better for the next 100. All right, so for the final thing, my simple design hack, which will completely keep users glued to your page, and that's just to sort of shrink everything down to a certain restricted width. So I typically like to use 1200 pixels because it keeps everything right in the middle of the screen, right? So you can see I have the responsive tab pulled up right here, and we're in 1440 right now, and everything looks very good, right? Pretty like shrunk to the middle of the screen. Everything's very focused, but once I expand this to a little wider, we can see that this image actually becomes clipped by the nav bar, I would assume, or some kind of container that's on it. This text is actually quite far to the left, as with this image is quite far to the left. These are now pretty spread out. Also, our template section gets really just like unorganized, right? We have 5 in a line and then 1 by itself, so it just looks kind of weird. And we get a new testimonial here, so that's good. But yeah, so I would shrink everything to keep the 1200 width. You can see even in the footer here, you already have it where it's sort of restricted by this max width property. So definitely keep that throughout the whole site. And basically what this would do is it would just keep everything focused. And you don't really have to do this here. If you make it full width and like scrollable, you could do some kind of like auto ticker just to have it scroll by itself. So yeah, that's about it for the landing page. I think this is overall a really good design. It's very on brand. I like the color theme of it. I think Jan's has a very good black and white theme. It's not the easiest thing to pull off, but he has done so on this website. And using my tips and tricks, I think this could be a very, very, very good landing page. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section, and have a great day.